Takže dámy a páni, vítam vás v ďalšom na hru Runaway, A Twist of Fate a musím to začínať takto. Ale každopádne počkať. Load. Jo. Ale každopádne, jak vrajím, poďme pokračovať. Aj keď to musím začínať bohužiaľ takto, no čo už. Dobre, takže ideme späť. Pardon za menšiu. Menšie ticho. Takže rukavičku. Nabereme vodu.
Yes, I can turn it into a water bottle. If it doesn't have any holes in it, that is.
Jediný, kto tu má diery, si ty.
Looks like a cartoon character glove.
Dobre. Takže teraz môžeme liesť sem. Aha.
Hello?
Wait. You're the gal from that crazy guy's funeral. Is that where I saw you before?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, but don't come crying to Luann. I'm busier than a bee in a beehive. Gotta run. See ya.
Wow, you are so insensitive.
Oh, all right, sorry. My sincerest condolences and all that. Thing about this job is that you just get sick of all them weepy widows always crying at you. Anything else?
What's got you so busy, Luann?
Well, this here, can't you see? I've got to get these coffins together before the Tombs for Everyone charity benefit. But the instruction manual's in gibberish and I can't understand a word.
Dobre.
But if anyone can get this done, I can.
I've never heard of do-it-yourself coffins before.
Me neither. But the old Reverend bought these unassembled on the internet and I just got to deal with it. They're cheaper than pig's milk. But they're good enough for your final rest.
Well, I could think of a case or two in which that might just come in handy. What exactly does Tombs for Everyone consist of?
Well, it's this thing where if you're poor and you kick the bucket, everything's on the house. We pay for the coffin, the hole, the wreath, the stone slab. As the old Reverend says, we won't die for you, but almost.
What's up with the manual?
Well, it's in Swedish, and not even a schoolmaster can understand it. It's like Chinese, but worse, because you can find a Chinaman anywhere, but who in tarnation knows where to find a Swede?
Would you let me see the assembly manual? I don't know, maybe I could help.
Besides being a rich city slicker, you figure you're some sort of engineer, huh? Well, take it.
Doesn't look easy, but we'll have to try.
You thought I'd just have one manual and wouldn't let you borrow it, huh? Well, Luann's accepting help today. So if you can understand any of that gibberish...
Why are you in such a hurry?
'Cause I met this manly stud and he's waiting for me to get off work. His name's Ernie, and he is the finest gentleman I've ever come across.
Oh.
I think I know that Ernie guy.
If you try to steal my man, I'll slap you silly. Ernie's mine, you got that? Man, for once I reel in a hot catch and a city broad tries to steal him away from me.
So he's waiting for you? Are you guys going on a date somewhere?
He's taking me bowling. Ain't as serious as going to the Sunday ball, but since they don't have them around here.
Oh my, how did you meet?
I was hacking away at the hedges. He came over and said some pretty things like that any sane man would fall in love with me. That he couldn't avoid falling for little old me, for me not to stop loving him and stuff like that, about love and the like.
You like the guy that much?
Better than a new hoe. Man, I'm even thinking of giving up my sacred chrysanthemum to him.
Let's stop gossiping about Ernie.
You stop gossiping. I got dibs on him and he's mine.
Dobre, tak si ho nehaj.
What's behind that big door?
My tools. But get close to them and I'll punch your lights out. They're mine, got that? Dang, it's getting colder and colder in here.
Just out of curiosity, what kind of tools do you have?
Man, I got more than the little furry balls on an old sweater. They're mostly garden tools, but I also got the circular saw and the hole-making thing, and the one that puts staples, and the circular saw, and...
You already said that.
What, the circular saw? That's 'cause I like it more than the field without cow pies. It cuts through metal things like a hot knife through butter.
Ooh.
What if I asked you for one tool and promised to return it right away?
What if I smacked you once, but then smacked you again 2 seconds later?
Okay, already, forget it. Talk to you later. I don't want to make you late.
So what do you think you've been doing up to now? This city slicker's not too swift.
Dobre. Trčíme tam.
Man, it's cold.
How weird. It's on, but it's empty.
Well, of course. Who would be such a numbskull as to put something in there?
Why's that?
Because it's always on the fritz, and no sooner do you stick something in it than it goes pow, and it deep freezes everything to the core, so careful. Man, I don't know why I'm even warning her.
Okay, why the heck not? Let's see how long it takes to freeze.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Pow! It's already frozen.
Myslíš?
That's it. I can use the urn as a thermos so that the ice doesn't melt or freeze my pocket. I hope my hand doesn't go cryogenic. Luann was right. It's frozen solid.
Shoot!
Hammer, pliers, file, scissors.
Dobre to.
This
To je ono.
thin one here seems most familiar to me.
Ale preč?
Huh? If a person is in this directory, that means they're dead, doesn't it? However...
No, skús.
Eureka. Ingerman Holgren, born in Norrköping, Sweden, and his grave is in Sector D, Path 2, Aisle... There it is! But the truth is, I don't know why I'm so incredibly happy. I mean, I just found a dead guy, and considering where I am, that's not exactly an amazing feat. These are the most luxurious digs in this bone pile.
Takže, dámy a páni, som späť. A od posledného strihu, teda od toho strihu, hádajte koľko ubehlo. Ubehli 3 dni, pretože som nemal čas a potom sa už tomu v ten deň nevrátil. K dokončeniu tohto partu. Takže hej.
Am I bothering you, Agatha?
Not at all, dear.
Could you translate this manual for me? It's in Swedish.
Is Swedish a dead language?
I don't think so.
Then I can't help you, dear. Though, if you find the grave of a Swede here in the graveyard, I can ask him or her to translate it for you.
I know where to find a Swede. I looked in that cemetery directory down in the
Very well done, dear. But wait. First, let me think. First, I should make certain that the primordial energy in the graveyard is benign. In other words, I have to wait for the spirits infesting this crypt to express their presence by giving off the usual phantom chill.
Is something weird going on in this cemetery?
Like I said, nothing. Feels like a world poltergeist summit and this crypt is infested. Same old, same old.
Okay, this is...
Dobre.
See you later, Agatha.
Whenever you want, dear.
Takže sem.
That sounds good. The end of the cable has no plastic coating, so it'll be much more sensitive to the cold than the rest. So let's see.
Ha, výborně.
A thermal manifestation. Oh, my spirits. What lovely creatures.
Hey, it worked. I feel bad about tricking Agatha, but I guess I've done worse things in my time. And with a lot less payoff than now.
Dobre, takže asi pôjdeme za ňou, ne? Dobre.
File the block? Of course. I can file away the mortar between the other blocks, and then it'll be easier to move. File that mortar down, let's get to it.
Čo to?
Wasabi. No, the broad's still inside, and I'm starting to get knackered. We're on it. Yo, Fatzilla, bad news, dude. Seems we can't go in. We have to wait for her here, then follow her. You have such a way with words.
Well, that wasn't easy, but I managed to file all of the mortar away.
Wow. Tak to smekám pre tebou.
Okay, so I got rid of the mortar, but I wonder if I can drag away the stone with the strap. Ready.
Dobre, takže ideme pokecať za
What about
Agátou.
Agatha?
Kde je?
Oh, there she is.
A tu je moja
Hey,
zlatá.
Agatha, what are you doing here?
Congratulate me, dear. They gave me permission.
Congratulations. Who gave you permission and what for?
Didn't you hear the ectothermal machine beeping? The spirits of the Kilgore brothers, the primordial energy force in this graveyard, have authorized me to proceed with my research on their turf.
Oh, wow, how cool.
So you need not fear anything any longer, dear. Just answer me honestly. Why is your tormented spirit still wandering through this world?
Because I'm not dead yet?
Come on, are you sure?
I'd bet my life on it. But there are other things I'm not so sure about.
Oh, you have questions? Tell me. I'm your medium.
Koľko razy musím povedať, že nie sme mŕtvi?
Heard any more voices from beyond the grave?
What are you talking about, dear? Oh, no. Ever since I left that crypt, not a peep, not a wailing sob, not a boo, not a thing.
What are you doing out here?
Nothing, dear. I'm verifying the tests performed by the ectothermal scanning machine to check the sudden parabiothermal coldness detected in the Kilgore crypt.
Now that the spirits in charge around here are your friends, think you could help me with that Swedish manual?
Oh, dear. It completely slipped my mind. Now, where was that poor man?
Ingerman Holgren. Here he is.
Now, my dear, you just wait for me over there.
But
I need some peace now to get my capacity for understanding to rise to the world of the spirits. Ingerman, I invoke you. Ingerman, come and show yourself. Oh. Monter instructione. Let's see what this book says. Instructions for the assembly.
Agatha, what you just did is absolutely amazing.
Oh, my dear, you've no idea.
Really, thanks to you, I have just what I needed. The fully translated Flichting Coffin Assembly Manual.
To je dobré. Takže späť. Sem.
What would you say if I told you that I had translated the Coffin Assembly Manual?
That if you're lying, I'll smack you upside the head. Oh, my sweet lordy. Wow. Yes. This'll be a cinch. Now, in 5 minutes, I can do this body box. Then I'll get gussied up and it's off to the bowling alley with Ernie. So, will you show the coffin to the Reverend and close up the workshop for me?
Okay, fine. You run along. Don't worry.
So, it turns out you're a real nice person after all. Move out, Ernie.
I'll be seeing you later, hot duck.
Alone. It isn't exactly small. Finally.
Tak to otvor.
There's Luann's famous circular saw. It's heavy, but I'm sure I will be needing it.
No samozrejme. Všetci celý čas sme to chceli. Tak, počkať.
Yeah, it's such a silly idea that it might even work. But I don't know what I could attach them together with. What am I saying? What about the ribbon from the funeral wreath? Come on, let's get down to work. That turned out even better than I expected. Let's see how well it holds.
Dobre.
Lieutenant Philemon, after
Počkať. Tuto.
Yeah, sure. I'll get right on it. That doesn't sound too smart. Why would... No. No way.
Čo? Počkať. S vedákem. Skúsime.
Good idea.
Budu primoturiť.
And when the strap gets a little bit less tight, I'll finally be able to take it off. Looky there, now I have two.
Takže.
I can't see what good that would do me.
Ja počkať.
I don't know how. From up here, I can see how the giant angel is anchored better. Good idea.
Tak poď.
Though besides that, I think I've come up with another one of my brilliant ideas. I know it seems a bit strange, but, well, it might work.
No. Should be.
Oh my god, what a mess I've made.
Až žiadny.
Yes, the stone moved. Although, when Reverend McCormick comes back, I know one parapsychologist who's gonna have a lot of explaining to do. Poor old woman. Oh well.
Tak uka.
They're the same kind of bricks lining Brian's grave. No, I'd probably end up wrecking my hands instead of the wall.
Dobre, tak ideme hore.
That pole must have fallen off after what happened with the angel. I'll put it back in place so I don't trip. I'd rather keep it.
Poď.
Great idea. Bring it on, Gina. Brian, if you can hear me, stay away from the wall. Hi-ya!
Brian! Brian?
What, you don't know where he is?
Who are you?
The guy who sent you the text message. Banana!
Wait a minute. You're Gabbo, Brian's friend from the psychiatric hospital. What are you doing in here?
Sleeping. I didn't intend to stay in the box. I got in before the burial. I was gonna try to meet you afterwards. To find out where Basco is, but it turns out you don't know either. Improvise, Spiegelman!
Did you fall asleep inside the grave?
Narcolepsy. Let's go.
Where to?
Out. To find the only guy who can help Basco.
Weren't there some thugs by the exit?
I'll kill one guy, you take the other. How's that?
Are you nuts?
Okay. Let's try to Steve McQueen. I'll need a couple of cars.
Ah, there she is, the little cow. That wait was so boring, man. What the... Banana!
Hurry up, get in!
Okay, she got away. No, we'll find her. The little slapper's dead, I swear.
Kapitola 2. Útek z drhania.
You can go to sleep. If you make a wrong turn, I'll tell you. Turn off there! There!
Is this where that friend of yours is going to save Brian is?
No, we won't get there till dawn. My stomach has feelings too, you know.
Tell me about Brian.
About Basco? How do I know? Took him a long time to get used to Happy Dale. At first he was horrified, but, you know, not everybody's cut out for living in the nut house. It's like this. The worst part is that swine Kurgan made life real hard on him. He does that with all the rookies. But Basco stood up to him. I liked the guy. I said, we're like kindred spirits. Banana! And he was. No one can steal keys or trick an orderly or fool a nurse like he can. And at night, even though he was hard to convince, that kid had a natural-born talent for poker. And he hardly even paid attention. He'd spend the whole day thinking about his next hypnotherapy session with Dr. Bennett. I'm innocent and I'm sane, he'd always say. Soon I'll be free and get back to Gina again. 2 days ago, yeah, it was Monday. On Monday, he went totally berserk from the therapy.
Bennett wants to throw me in jail. I've got to escape.
We'll miss you.
Gabbo, you've escaped hundreds of times. You've got to help me out of here.
Pipe down, Basco, let me think. What you need is a Clint Eastwood.
Huh?
It's an escape designed for beginners. Not very artistic, but effective.
I'm not going back to jail. Tell me what needs to be done and I'll do it.
Listen up. You go into the casino and climb through the vent for the air conditioning ducts. Right behind the cover, you'll find a map. Use it to get to the central fan. A huge tube comes out of there. Climb up one of the numbered ladders. Doesn't matter which one, but don't even think of going up number 2. Slip between the bars, and you'll reach the tower at the top of the roof. You'll see a cable that leads down to the highway, right outside the walls of Happy Dale. Just slide down that puppy end.
Thanks for the plan. Enjoy your stay, idiot.
Kurgan! Stop! Open up, Kurgan! Open it! Now what do I do? That psycho stole our plan.
Basco, the art of running away involves much more than following a plan to the T. Improvise.
But how am I supposed to get into the casino? That psycho locked the door from the inside.
Improvise, I say. And don't be dozing off. You gotta get everything ready to escape right when the clock strikes midnight. Not a minute later or a minute sooner.
Could you remind me what the original escape plan was?
Go into the casino. Go into the air ducts through the vent. Follow the map you find until you reach the central fan. Climb up the tube and slide through the bars. Drop down the cable on the roof and you're free.
Why do I have to go into the air ducts through the vent in the casino?
You can't use the air vent in the common areas because there's always someone who can see you. The air duct vents in the rooms are so close to the cabinets that they're impossible to use. Only Munchkin Bob managed to get through one. But of course he was smaller than a shoebox. In other words, the air duct vent in the casino is the only sensible choice. Banana!
Sometimes I don't know what to think. Are you sure you're crazy?
I haven't got a clue. It's not something that worries me. But I don't plan on contradicting these smart aleck shrinks who've been analyzing me since I was a kid. If they think I'm nuts, then so be it. Banana!
I'm gonna keep planning my escape, Gabbo.
Good for you.
See you later, Gabbo.
Okay. And you can tell me about how Bennett sold you up the river, right?
Now would be better. When I came to, after being hypnotized, Bennett was already at his desk, talking on the phone.
Judge Whitley, I was just wanting to, oh, it's all settled now. Well, first thing tomorrow, I'll have the report to you. But in conclusion, he's lying. He's not mentally ill. He's completely cognizant of his acts. He belongs in a prison and should never be let out.
Nice story, Basco. Now get back to work.
Great. What can I do to get into that casino?
Neviem. Jediné, čo viem, že na dneska by to stačilo. Takže pokiaľ sa vám tento diel páčil, tak nezabudnite like, pokiaľ sa vám páči, nezabudnite odber, veľa vám ďalšie video nás pomôže. Takže sa majte a adios amigos.